there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to our TGIF Talks, episode 192. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep. Joe my co-host, and I'm his Phil.
Yeah, again.
Again. Oh, I guess we're already almost there. Well. How are you?
I get through the day.
You get through the day. It sounds like you want to not get through the day. Is that true?
I'm not going to comment on that.
I see. That means yes, kids. He can't get through the day. It's a very sad life.
Yeah, well, can't all be winners.
Isn't that the truth? Well, what have you been up to in the last week?
Last week?
Oh. Well, I mean, you showed a face of like, oh, yeah, I've done all kinds of shit. Where do I start?
Where did I
or is
start?
that the look of, oh, fuck, I knew you'd ask that, but I never have anything to say?
Yes. Yes. Well, let's see. Monday, we woke up, went to work, went home, had dinner, slept, and then started the day on Tuesday. Woke up, went to work, played some board games, went to bed. Wednesday, woke up, went to work, had to tutor some kid in calculus, went to bed.
Whoa. You tutored a child in calculus?
Thursday, woke up, went to work.
Who are you tutoring in calculus?
So our aunt has one of her co-workers' daughter. She might honestly go to the school you went to. Because they live out in town north of us, starts with the W.
Oh, well, no, probably don't go to...
They don't go there? I don't know what
They
school.
probably do not go to the same school that her daughter goes to, or I went to.
Oh. In any case, I guess she's struggling.
She probably goes to that town that starts with that name's high school.
Oh.
There's literally two in that town.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess.
One's a private Catholic school that everybody hates,
Oh.
and then one's the public school.
Oh, yeah. I guess I don't know where people go. Anyways, I guess they said she was struggling and needed help. So they asked me if I would be willing to help out.
How did it go?
I think it went all right. The problem is, I'm a little rusty.
Oh.
It's been a while. I actually messed up on one of the problems.
Oh, crap.
Because I was working through it, I was like, nothing is simplified. Why is nothing canceling out? And then I was at the library, and then the library closed. So I went home, and I was like, all right, I'm going to work through this again. I spent like probably 15 minutes working on the problem there. And then I got home. I solved the whole thing completely, start to finish, in 5 minutes. I'm like, why couldn't I do this on the whiteboard there? Because I think what had happened is I missed a sign or something, or couldn't read my writing or something. But, I boogered up the problem on the whiteboard when I was trying to solve it. Because I go home, I solve it on the paper, and it's just like, there's my negatives.
You look like a beautiful mind sitting there in the library working on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
What library were you going to? Oh, you have whiteboards there?
They do. They have study rooms.
Oh.
It was very small. It was a very small whiteboard. They have another study room. I'm gonna see if I can try to get next time. That has a much larger whiteboard.
So you do this? Do you talk to her over Zoom or like phone calls?
Oh no, I met her there.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so you're rusty, but you're improving.
I'm improving, but the question is she improving?
Oh.
It's not a matter of can I learn calculus. It's a matter of can someone else learn calculus through me.
Through you.
And I don't know. Maybe.
I'd say I have you reteach me calculus, but I'd probably be a little further ahead.
What do you mean?
At least I know what a derivative is.
Oh.
And I know Most of the basic rules for derivatives.
Because see, they're working with the limit definition.
Oh yeah, limits. Those are stupid.
And to be honest, a lot of it, if you think about it, is kind of just algebra.
It is. I remember.
But to get things to cancel out, to get the equation you desire, it takes a bit of
finagling,
thinking outside the box.
Mm.
And there's some special tricks you can use to get things to cancel. Some of those I am not very familiar with because it's been a long time. And so there was another problem I was doing that was just like, man, I should know how to do this, but I could not figure. And I scrolled through my notes and I found out the little trick you had to do. But yeah, a lot of it's kind of just algebra, but there's some. We always called it special ones. Things you multiplied by, where it's the same on the numerator and denominator, so really you're multiplying by a 1.
Oh yeah.
But it's a special one because you're multiplying by things to get variables to cancel out. And
I think we still did that. I think we were still doing that in economics. There were some equations that required that.
And so some of those different things I need to be more familiar with. But I don't know.
See, that was.
I hope I did a good job of explaining, because I just felt like the whole time I just felt very rusty with my skills, and then it's like, man, if I'm struggling to get through this, I wonder if they're actually learning. And because they didn't give me like the satisfying, like, oh yes, that makes sense. It was just kind of like, yeah, okay.
They might not. They might not.
It was just kind of like,
yeah,
okay, I get it. You know, it wasn't just like, aha. I wasn't getting the big aha moment. And so that's the thing that kind of was just like, man, I don't know if I'm doing a good job or not.
I remember limits.
It was not a reassuring thing.
I always really questioned what the fuck the whole point of the limit was. Because as we're sitting there, I'm just like, okay, why?
Method of exhaustion. As Archimedes called it, the method of exhaustion.
Limits?
Yes. So, fun fact, calculus, well, I guess derivatives, that was Newton and Leibniz. But the idea of what you're doing was known by the Greeks. Specifically, I think it was Archimedes. I don't think it was Aristotle. I think it was Archimedes. He formed his thing he called the method. And it was called the method of exhaustion. Basically, he was trying to find a way to derive pi by inscribing polygons inside and outside a circle. So
yeah. I remember. Vertasium talked about this.
Yes. So if you have a circle and you draw.
Didn't he get up to like 128 sides?
I don't know. Anyways, you draw a square inside.
Yeah.
This square is bigger than the circle. This square is smaller than the circle. So you know that by you can have a defined perimeter. Define this as A, and then so now you know the maximum circumference based on the perimeter of this, and the minimum circumference based on that. Well, then he realized that, if I have a circle, and let's say now I put an octagon around it, right?
Yeah.
Something much smaller.
Close enough.
Close enough. Close enough. And then with inside that, you draw another octagon. Well, what he realized is that as the number of sides increases, the air between your upper and lower limit decreases. He called this the method of exhaustion. And so what he tried to...
It was exhausting.
Yes, you're exhausting what the circumference is, the perimeter of a circle is. And he wrote an equation to quickly calculate, well, I should say quickly. He wrote an equation...
I was going to say, this took a long time.
He wrote an equation based on the number of sides, what the perimeter would be. And it's some work to work through. It's by no means quick. Actually, yeah, this is. I think Veritas did do it.
Yeah, he did do a video on this. I remember because he was talking about how we calculate pi.
Yeah, and so then Newton came up with an even better method, binomial theorem.
Which is what we use today, isn't it?
I don't know if it is the method used today, but it was a very popular method for a number of centuries.
Before computers.
Pretty much, yeah. And so that's the method of exhaustion. That's the basic idea of limits that calculus uses. And so, I don't know, the thing that we were going through that I was, because I basically talked about how, there's the secant lines. You have a line, and they have 2 points. And you can draw a secant line, right? Ideally, you'd want to find the tangent line. Well, based on the secant line, you can get there. And so we'll call this A, and then this is some distance A plus h away. This is number h units. As h units tends to 0, you arrive at A.
Right.
And then, so then this is f of A, and this is f of A
plus h.
Yes. And so then, to find the slope, it's change in y, or change in
height.
Yeah, change in f of A over change in x or whatever, change in A or whatever. Sure.
I don't know. You should be using so many variables.
Anyways, where I'm going with this. So you take y2 minus y1 all over x minus x1. The a's cancel, and so now the limit as h approaches 0 is f of A
plus h minus
f of A
over h.
Over h. And this is equal to f prime of A. Should we put this in?
A convoluted way of doing a derivative.
This is the definition of a derivative. All the shortcut things that you do, the -1 from the exponent and then multiply by the polynomial, by the constant up front, all those are shortcuts based off of this. This is the definition of a limit. This is the cure-all method for a limit. Funny enough, there is no cure-all method for integrals. There is no one method works all.
I remember the quotient rule, the product rule, the chain rule. I missed chain rule, and so that completely fucked up my entire second semester. Yeah. And so I never understood the chain rule the entire time, and so I just had to give up, and I just fucking used Slater the rest of the semester because I was like, this isn't gonna work. I missed that day, and it fucked me over for the rest of the semester.
All you need to know is one little thing. The derivative, I can teach you that in like 2 seconds. Derivative.
Oh, I'm never gonna use this again.
Of x to the smiley face.
The fuck?
Just go with it, okay? Derivative of x to the smiley face.
I don't know what's going to happen here, kids. I feel like I'm going to get touched. Go on. I had to get rid of it.
Do I need to change it? Do I need to change it?
No. Continue on.
We'll make it an E. Actually, I like E better.
What? E is the worst.
I like E better.
I hate E. We're gonna. X.
E to the smiley face.
No, I was talking about the smiley face. I have no problem with the X.
This equals E to the smiley face times the derivative of smiley face.
So to find but we're finding the integral, right?
Oh, no, derivative. You want to know the integral.
I thought we were talking about integrals with chain rules and product rules.
Well, when you say chain rule, I think of derivatives. If you want to talk about...
maybe it was.
If you want to talk about integrals,
I don't know.
then I would say parts that cycle. Parts that cycle.
I was just happy when I learned what this thing meant. And it was just a good day when I finally learned what that was. It's a very shitty
integral. You didn't even draw it right.
I know. It's a very shitty
Actually,
integral.
you know where it came from? So...
They showed us one.
Sigma.
Oh, yeah.
The Greek letter S. Almost looks like an S.
Yeah,
Summation of area under curve.
Some guy was like jerking off when he came up with that idea, wasn't he?
Well, I'm not going to comment on that.
What do you mean?
I do not want to know what aroused Newton.
Oh, he came up with that? He came up with the integral symbol?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know that.
Some guy, when he came up with that idea, he was just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever done.
I know Feynman did a lot of work with integral. He came up with his own little method.
Well, Feynman would be the guy to be pleasured by such a little trick like that. He definitely, as he's sitting on his bongos going, yes, I see it. Yes, because, oh man, sums are...
This is the size of whiteboard I needed, though. Man, the whiteboard I had to work with, yeah, literally that big.
Yeah. Well, donate to the library and tell them to install a whiteboard that's bigger.
Yeah.
Here's $200. Go buy a better whiteboard.
Is that how much that was?
No, but I mean that was also like
How
many
much?
years ago.
How much was that one?
I don't remember. $100 or something. We wanted to get glass, remember?
Oh yeah.
That was going to be expensive as shit.
Yes. Okay, that's what they use in the Flash.
Yeah.
They're right.
So donate $500 and you can go get a glass whiteboard for the library.
Glass whiteboard.
Well, this is all back at Walmart too, because we couldn't.
Was it at Walmart?
No, we bought it from Walmart.com because we couldn't use Amazon.
Why?
Because I didn't have Amazon Prime.
Oh.
Notice how all these have women as the person selling them, no men. What does that tell us about society?
Most educators are women.
I mean, that's true.
I don't like this picture. It makes it look it makes it look white.
Go to just Walmart.com. Why are we...
Glass dryer sport. See, this is what I want. A full-size one. Jeez!
Well, no, remember, you also have the wheels and the... It flips, too. It's double-sided.
Well, yeah. If I were to get a whiteboard, that's what I'd want. Actually...
You're going to start saving up for a $1,500 whiteboard?
What I would really... So if I were to build... if I were to... Because I thought about this for long and hard. If I were to... a dream house.
Oh, boy.
Obviously, I didn't have a whiteboard.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, okay?
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm going to go all out, though.
Oh, boy. What is that? But we know this doesn't work very well.
It doesn't work very well?
Yeah, I thought we had this discussion where...
We tried it?
Oh, no. Yeah. No, I talked about this. It doesn't work very well. There was a teacher of mine used it on a whiteboard once. And it
She used it on a whiteboard?
He used it, yeah, because the whiteboard wasn't...
You don't paint this on a whiteboard.
I know.
You paint this on your wall, and now it functions as a whiteboard.
Yeah, but it wasn't working very well.
We painted on a whiteboard.
Well, the whiteboard had problems, so he resurfaced it.
Yeah, but I'm saying I would want to try this on a piece of drywall and then see how well it works.
Oh.
And I'd paint an entire...
Well, got $50 is about how much it's going to cost you.
I would paint an entire room like that. Like my office.
Oh my God.
My office room, the entire wall would be whiteboard white.
Well, may I make a recommendation?
What?
You can go buy a piece of drywall from Menards for like $4. One of the big 4x4 pieces that's no good anymore. And then go spend $24 on this.
Jeez. I mean...
Or see if you can find a smaller one on Amazon.
That's the thing, because I'm going to waste a lot.
Don't go on Amazon.com so you can find a small sample one.
Yeah. And I don't want to try this. I could make my own whiteboard. Think about it. Think about $24 and a piece of drywall. I could build a ginormous whiteboard way cheaper.
But like I said, it doesn't last very long because
really?
if you leave the writing on there, it doesn't like to erase afterwards.
Can you explain to me what happens with a typical whiteboard?
No, but we can clean this though. You can't really clean the paint.
Really? You can't just use... We did find out you have to use water, right?
I don't remember what you're supposed to use.
Because I remember we were using chemicals. Well, that was our mistake.
That was the old one.
And we used chemicals. And we got that thing sparkly white. But...
It never whiteboarded again.
We removed a lot of the shine. Well, because the problem was...
Does it still say thermodynamics on it?
No, it has...
I can mute that.
It has Kyle's tree.
What tree?
Team Tree? Remember do you remember?
No.
He drew a tree. It's something like this.
Okay.
You don't remember? It's like there's this big fancy tree. I'm trying to draw a fancy tree. You don't remember?
You never learned Y's and 11s, did you?
What?
Never mind. It's a method for drawing trees.
No.
Oh.
Anyways. You don't remember this?
No.
Team Tree?
No.
Because I asked you about it. You said, what is Team Tree? You said, oh, that's something he drew.
I don't fucking remember. Sir, this was like 5 years ago.
Anyways, that's what's on the whiteboard right now.
Okay. You realize how long ago that was?
That's what's on the whiteboard right now.
That was like 2020.
You can't remember something from 2020?
Not that insignificant detail.
Sir, I think there were a lot of things that happened in 2000. If you can't remember 2020, I think you're dumb.
There's how much shit happened in 2020 that I try to remember. That is an insignificant detail. God damn it. That Kyle drew a fucking tree on a whiteboard.
Got him. Anyways, we should watch a review. Krylon whiteboard paint review.
Oh my god. What a review. Wow, I can only imagine the type of person that creates a review like that.
Oh. Hey, I'm Jamie. I'm really excited because I just got some new office space. But I need to cover about 2,000 square feet with whiteboards, and it's really expensive. But in my research, I found that there's whiteboard paint now. Wait, I'm excited. I'm going to try 3 different products and put them to the test. See if it's worth my time and money.
Hold on. Also, I didn't realize how well this is.
Well, how are you supposed to hear?
Well, it's copyright.
I found it on Amazon.com. It was definitely the cheapest brand, so I'm excited about that. But it was cheaper than the Idea paint and the Remarkable paint. It did have some mixed reviews, so we'll have to see how the finished product turns out. And it only comes in white, so I got white, and it's in a small pumpkin-sized box. So I'm excited to try it out. Now for my second paint that I'm going to choose is Idea paint. And I went to their website, ideapaint.com, and they did have really strong reviews, so I was really excited to try this product. And on their website it shows that there's Idea Paint Create and Idea Paint Pro. And because I'm doing a larger office space, I free shipping. But I'll be excited to try this product out and see how it turns out on my sample board. Now for the third whiteboard paint that I chose is from Remarkable. I saw some great reviews, and so I thought I'd give it a try. I went to remarkablecoatings.com. My eyes are really burning from the fumes, and the odor is really overwhelming. It's kind of overtaking the space right now.
Don't be a pussy.
And I have just a small sample board, so I can't imagine what a whole room would smell like if I had to paint my office space with this. It's very strong. Okay, I'm back. It's been 7 days. I'm ready to see how the whiteboards turned out after waiting some time. And here's my Rust-Oleum dry erase board. And right away, I can see all those bubbles that I was concerned about before. They did come through. There's about, I don't know, thousands of bubbles all over here. So I'll be interested to test it out and try a marker on it. Okay, it's been 7 days since we put the Idea Paint Pro onto my sample board. And so far the finish looks a lot smoother than the Rust-Oleum. So I'll put the marker to the test and we'll try to see.
Compare these? Maybe she does. With a real whiteboard. And see
how it goes. Okay, I'm back with my Remarkable board, and the sample turned out really, really good. I'm really impressed with how smooth the finish was, a lot better than the Rust-Oleum and the Idea Paint Pro, and it's a lot less glossy than Idea Paint and the Rust-Oleum. There's less reflections, and overall, I'm really impressed with this product. I'm excited to take a marker to it and see how it works. Okay, I'm back with my Rust-Oleum.
You just have to spend like $100. That was the expensive one.
Okay, I'm back with my Rust-Oleum sample board. Here's some final conclusions. The pros: it's cheap, it's inexpensive, and what I really did appreciate was the low odor. But there are some cons, and definitely outweighs the pros. The bubbles were out of control. Because of all the bubbles that were left on the board after 2 coats, it just made the texture really rough and made it difficult to write on. And it doesn't erase well. I had bubbles that were left on the board after 2 coats. There are some cons, and definitely final conclusions. The pros: it's cheap, it's inexpensive, and what I really did appreciate was the low odor. But there are some cons, and definitely outweighs the pros. The bubbles were out of control. Even after I wiped off the marker, there was some leftover blue hue left onto the board. There's also a bad glare. It's a very shiny paint. And lastly, you need multiple coats. It takes at least 2 coats of the Rust-Oleum. So I would say, unfortunately, save your money and do not buy this product. I'm back with my Idea Paint Pro sample board, and I have some final evaluations. The pros: 1 coat. I appreciated that it didn't take too much work. It was 1 coat. Cool. The kit came with some good instructions. I appreciated the step-by-step instructions that it came with. And so overall, it was a sufficient product. Some cons: I feel like the cons far outweigh the pros. First of all, the odor. The odor was it was disgusting. It gave me a headache. It made my eyes burn. And it took over 2 days for the smell just to leave the space, and it was just for this size board. So I can't imagine painting any larger space.
Maybe yeah, the glare. Remember how we had that issue? How we had to put a big piece of cardboard in front of the light bulb?
Oh, I remember.
Secondly, the price. I'm willing to invest in a good product, but I just feel like I should be getting a better product for the price.
Has a glare.
The glare.
Point of a whiteboard.
I really don't feel like seeing my own reflection in the board. It's not a mirror, and unless you're going to give some employees or your staff some sunglasses, the glare is just way too much. So, and lastly, it was just difficult to apply. So it was sticky and tacky, and it didn't spread.
Oh, you don't need that. Water and a Kleenex.
All right.
Because I think.
No, you don't want to use a Kleenex. You want to use paper towel, right?
I feel like no.
Because Kleenexes are oily. You don't want the oil to get on there.
I feel like paper towel. No. I feel like you should newspaper. I feel like paper towels would scratch it. I don't know. It's just paper towels feel too coarse. Newspaper.
Anyways, let's move on.
Spread very well. Unfortunately, I have to give Idea Paint Pro a thumbs down. Okay, I'm back with my Remarkable sample board, and I'm really happy with this product. First, let's start off with some pros and cons of my evaluation. The kit, I really enjoyed the step-by-step instructions that it came with. Really easy to follow along, and I appreciate all the things that they included with the kit. 1 coat. It only took 1 coat, unlike some of the other products that took multiple coats. 1 and done. It was odorless from start to finish. No headaches, no red eyes. It was really easy to apply. It was like butter. Really, anybody can do it. The finished product was very smooth. It was easy to write on, no bumps, no bubbles. It was also ready in 48 hours. It only took 48 hours and I could write on my product.
How much?
And unlike easy to write on, no bumps, no bubbles. It was also ready in 48 hours. It only took 48 hours and I could write on my product. And unlike 7 days that some of the other ones took. And the Remarkable erases flawlessly.
Oh, that's how long it takes to cure.
48 hours. Still
to cure.
It didn't take a lot of elbow grease like some of the other ones. 1 swipe, erased it, no leftover residue, no blue hue. It was great. One thing that I also love about Remarkable is that there's no glare. It's really soft on the eyes. The other products were very shiny, and they had about 50% more sheen than this one. One thing that I do want to mention, which is also a pro, is that when I went online to order Remarkable, I had a few questions. I wasn't sure about a few things, and they had an online chat support. And they answered my questions very quickly and completely, and it made my purchase very seamless.
Upload this. And
lastly, it was a great value. I'm very happy with my investment. Now on to the cons. I only came up with 1 con about Remarkable. It is a little sticky. When I was painting it on, I got a little bit on my hands, and then it kind of fixed my hair. And unfortunately, I got some paint in my hair. But it's water soluble, so I was able to just get it out with a little shampoo, no big deal. But I guess that's why they include the gloves, so you stay a little bit cleaner. Obviously, the pros definitely. It's water soluble, so I was able to just get it out with a little shampoo, no big deal. But I guess that's why they include the gloves, so you stay a little bit cleaner. Obviously, the pros definitely outweigh the cons. I'm very happy, and I'm really excited to order more of this product. So I can finish
how Theodore Gray explains how paints are. It is the most elegant and most interesting explanation of paints I have ever learned when it was in reactions.
Yeah.
So basically, you have all these particles that are suspended in a solution of some sort. And then when you paint it on, they hydrogen bond together to make one giant molecule on your wall.
Yeah.
Is that what this does? Except there's water?
My office space, 2,000 square feet of whiteboard paint rather than actual whiteboards. I would save over $10,000. I'm really excited. Thanks for watching.
Well, now you just gotta go find Remarkable.
Because see, whiteboard, I don't want to... Whiteboard cleaner is expensive. Well, good for the little bottle you get. And...
You ever tried to just buy it in bulk?
Well, the thing is, I would rather just use water. I feel like water's the best way to clean it. Because it's not acidic or basic, so it's neutral. So if water does the job at cleaning it, why use anything else?
There's something better.
I don't need better. Water.
Or you just buy a window. and dismantle it.
Actually, so I wanted a whiteboard when I was at my dorm. Because see, I would go to the library and use the engineering library and use theirs. Because there's some math problems where it's just like you need to try several different attempts before you find out what works. And so no, this doesn't work. Let me try this. And so and then whatever attempt works, that's the attempt you write down.
No wonder I was so bad at math.
And that's the method you use for your homework. Because the teacher doesn't need to see all your different attempts to try to solve the problem.
Yes, she does.
She needs to see the one attempt that works and all the work corresponding to
I want her to understand how much goddamn time I put into this.
Well, that's fair too. Anyways, I wanted a big space to write on, so I could really spread out and just look at it all. So I go to the university and use their whiteboards there. However, sometimes I was too lazy to do that. Maybe it was cold. I didn't want to leave the warmth of my dorm. What did I do?
Right on the window.
Close. We had a full body mirror in the dorm. I wrote on the mirror.
Okay, I'll do. We used to do that back in daycare. We had a classroom that was just a wall of mirror.
I thought about writing on the window. I really did. The only thing is there's a big air vent in front of it, so you can't stand very close. You can't you're writing like this.
Oh.
That's it. So there's that.
Fair.
And I write with black when it's dark outside. And well, black on black doesn't exactly.
What do you mean?
That's
all the rage. Black on black.
It isn't exactly the most legible thing in the world.
Oh.
Black. Let's put it this way, right? People would get furious if you use yellow dry erase marker on a white board when you're in class, right? It's impossible to see.
You need to learn.
The same can be said about professors that use black chalk on black chalkboard.
When has that ever come into play?
Which is why they're green now. That way now you can use a black. Maybe you want to use your black chalk.
There's black chalk?
Sure there is. Why isn't?
I know I have some in this box down here.
You have some?
Yeah, but who the fuck uses black chalk?
It looks better.
But where do you get white slate?
No, you use green whiteboard.
Green slate.
The green slate. Yeah. Use green slate and black.
Interesting.
Or you can use white.
Or you just use chalk.
That is paper. One thing I did like about the university, about the physics department. Are they the only ones that use chalkboard?
You're just old.
They're just old?
Yeah.
The building's not old though. The building was built in early 2000s. Or what do you mean? Jorgensen?
I mean chalk was whiteboards didn't come into play until I think the early 2000s. When did whiteboards become common? The AI overview, 1869.
No. Because the original physics.
About Jorgensen Hall. Click on it.
The original physics building was
Joe,
Grace.
that's the whole video. We're not watching that. 2010.
Yeah, I know. It was within this. It was recent.
Why the fuck they build it out of chalk then?
I don't know why they use chalk. I just thought it was kind of cool because they use chalk.
Some head of the physics department was just like, I'm not switching to dry erase.
So the original physics department was Brace Hall, which now houses the laser.
Oh yes, the X-ray laser.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
The world's largest X-ray laser.
In 2010 it was.
Oh.
Beat.
By China?
I imagine so.
Bastards.
Is it largest or most powerful?
I mean, they're usually about the same, but...
Yeah.
Those are all regular lasers. We need X-ray laser. No, you need to type in X-ray laser. Because there's many of much more powerful lasers. We need X-ray laser. 2. I'll take in...
I want a list so I can see where it is on the list. At the time it was built, it was the largest.
It's just... These are things the world doesn't have the answer to.
Can I just have a list?
Who's out here listing X-ray lasers? No one!
Alright.
You know what? Do you have ChatGPT?
No.
Type in Google Gemini. We'll ask Google Gemini.
This one?
Yeah. Chat with Gemini. Oh, great. No, you have to accept. All right, more.
Oh, we don't need email updates?
Yeah, I don't need that. Oh, great. Thanks. I didn't know it was going to do that. Now I have to censor things. Top 10 most powerful X-ray lasers.
I was thinking of top 5 or top 10.
Yeah, just type in top 5 most powerful X-ray lasers.
Top 10.
You don't need list. This is AI. It's
Whatever,
much smarter.
Whatever. I started typing list, and then I was like, no, I don't want to list. I need top 5, and then I didn't delete the whole thing. It's fine. Largest lasers.
No, we want X-ray lasers, because there are probably 10 lasers more powerful than one the University of Nebraska has. Well, see, those are just the world's most powerful lasers.
I want the largest.
No, but those aren't just X-ray lasers. Some of those are just regular-ass lasers.
They're all X-ray, aren't they?
I don't think Lina... Well, see, the University of Nebraska...
It's an X-ray.
Okay. Well, University of Nebraska isn't even on there.
It isn't even on there. We need top 25.
How did we get beat since 2010?
Is that how you spell it?
I don't know. Would not be ranked as a list of X-ray lasers. While it's powerful and significant lasers, it's primarily known as a high output.
What? It would not be ranked on a list of X-ray lasers.
That's, yep. Either A, it's wrong, or B, maybe it's UV.
What is?
These are interesting questions.
Here's peak power.
Oh.
Oh.
Terawatt pulses? Bruh, we have beat terawatt pulses. Not on there.
Oh, damn. How bad is it?
Bro, it did 1 terawatt. I'm pretty sure that's not even like...
These are petawatts, exawatt.
Rip. Wait a minute. How is it?
What?
Yeah.
That's right.
Nope.
Oh. Right there, number 6.
But it wasn't on the previous list of top 10.
I don't know. It's right here, Hercules, number 6. I don't know.
Oh, no, it is. We just missed it.
Oh. While no longer holding the world record, Hercules was the previous achieved a peak power of 1 terawatt.
And then we have now built far more powerful lasers.
Anyways, I got a. This is like a 1-hour tour.
Yeah, you remember this.
They didn't let me take pictures.
Because of ITAR.
But I gotta record the conversation I had with the personal tour guide I had.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they give actual tours, but I knew my lab TA, either a roommate or buddy or something, works in the lab.
Right.
And so he gave me a tour.
Mm.
And I used a lot of what was said. Well, because they also have like some information.
So what did they use what did they use a terawatt laser for?
Whatever sort of experiments they do.
They didn't tell you?
They did. I don't remember.
Oh. See, but you know what? This is the kind... if this information can be trusted anyways, this is the kind of shit that AI is useful for.
Yeah. Things that Google can't spit out.
Weird-ass questions.
I have had a lot of weird-ass questions.
You're gonna love AI in the future, aren't you?
See...
As long as it tells you accurate information.
Yeah. I mean, to be unfair, and if anything, I'd be the person to ask a question that would break AI.
No, you can't.
You can't?
Well, I mean, you can, but it's very difficult.
For example, I'd go on there and I'd ask, like, how many
potatoes does it take to grow a cow? It's impossible to determine the exact number of potatoes needed to grow a cow. While potatoes can be a nutritious part of a cow's diet, they are not the sole source of nutrients. What is this? This response has double-checked with Google search. Interesting.
I don't think it really gave
Well, that's AI for you.
Let me re-ask this.
How potatoes?
How potato?
Just type in potato. Can
I grow a cow by planting?
I just hope the answer is no. Next question.
No, next question.
No. Oh, it did. It was just like, no. Shut the fuck up. We belong to a totally different kingdom of life and have different biological processes. Potatoes can only produce more potatoes, while cows can only produce produce calves. Can calves produce calves? If I add something stupid. Absolutely. Oh wait. Just a. Can a cat learn to drive a car? Of course. Just teach it rules of the road and give it the. Oh no! See. No, see, now you've given it free reign to just answer questions however it fucking sees fit.
Well, I just wanted to reply with this.
Call me stupid.
Call me stupid.
You're not stupid. But I'm a carrot person. I am stupid. I have the IQ of a carrot.
Clinically? Please go clinically.
I don't know. Well, you know, we have a microphone. You could just tell it that. Oh no, this is like this is like when we first got Google Home. Remember?
Yes.
It's gonna be that all over again.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Are certainly nutritious. They don't have the cognitive. You have clearly not the carrots I have. Ask if Gemini knows who Dr. Sheep is. I do know who Dr. Sheep is. Dr. Sheep is a character from the No! It can't even read. You dumbass. You dumb fuck. Dr. Sheep is not a widely recognized character or concept. It's possible that you have referred... Oh. Well, alright. Well, that answers that question. You just need to... What is it telling us now? I'm not...
YouTube.
No, you need... No, oh my god.
It said where?
It just fucking forgets. It just forgets what it asks. It's out of tokens. It's done.
Alright.
It's daydreaming.
Well, that was fun.
Well, anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcast.
Do we have another topic?
Nope. Whiteboards.
Whiteboards.
New podcast. To podcast 200 every week, and good night.